I am Indrajit Tambe. I have sailed. Good afternoon, guys. I am Indrajit Tambe. I have sailed on this at the ship Atlantic Jupiter as a trainee marine engineer from March 2019 to October 2019, and so this was
Which
IMO Type
company
2.
is this?
This is Sir MTM Ship Management.
Okay, and run.
Run was Sir Worldwide Run.
Okay, and crew, food.
Crew, sir, mixed crew was there. Officers were mixed, and in crew, all crew was Indian.
Okay, salary and all this. Okay,
Salary for me was $500.
okay.
Yeah,
And how was the company safety management ownership company, right?
yeah, sir. Ownership plus management also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
safety and all paperwork, everything. What was your experience?
everything paperwork was normal, and say all the safety they follow very strict safety regards in everything. So this was captured on Singapore Anchorage while I was signing on the ship. Unfortunately, bunkering was going on. So we captured when I was boarding the ship, my first day on ship, and ship was standing in Singapore Anchorage and was also taking bunkers. So you can see this was the bunker barge, and it was attached on the port side manifold.
So you can see the ship's PV walls and all the construction, even your oil ship, bunker ship, similar construction. Gray deck, huh?
Yes, sir.
This is MTM logo.
No, sir. This is a Cedo logo. The owner was this is management ship, and
Okay,
this was owned by Cedo.
okay. Free for live birds. Hull
Yes.
is mostly red in chemical tankers, like it's a practice or to show the danger or like that.
It was a Hong Kong flag vessel.
This is what chemicals
Uh, this, no, sir. They
supply
were
with.
yes, sir. Supply vessel provisions. This was taken at the Panama Canal, and you can see the ship's construction behind.
Yeah.
Uh, and the white room you can see behind me was the ballast water management room, and you can see the catwalk through all the pipelines which are running.
This is railings or catwalks. This is ballast water treatment room.
Yes, sir. Ballast water treatment room. This is the deck. This picture was taken from bridge, and this the ship used to look like.
Starboard side bridge wing.
Yes, sir. This was taken at the Barcelona on my sign-off day.
Spain. You can see
Yes,
sunrise
sir.
or
Uh, First one
so.
is
Yes, MTM ship management, oil chemical tanker, loaded palm oil, sunflower oil, caustic soda, and RBD palm oil.
yeah.
Letter for DC, carriage of chemicals.
Uh, this is
Particulars, ship
yes,
particulars.
sir. These are the ship particulars, and you can see this is type 2 type of chemical tanker, and it was built in Korea, Ulsan shipyard, and the length was 184 meters length, and Gross tonnage was 23,342 tons, and we had total 8 tanks on starboard side and 8 tanks on the port side, so total 16 tanks, and plus two flop tanks, one on each side. So the gross GRT was 23,342 and net GRT was 529. The vessel length was 184 meters, and there were total 16 number of cargo tanks, 8 on the starboard side and 8 on the port side, and 2 were the slop tanks, in which after tank washing we used to keep all the uh, slop in the slop tanks, and after that using ODM CS we used to discharge the all the water into the sea. And mm, and for as this was the chemical tanker, so we were having the inert gas generator, which is a little bit different from the IG that is used on the oil tanker. So basically the only difference between the oil tanker inert gas generator and the IGG is we use directly we burn directly low
Air and
sulfur
fuel.
oil
Yeah.
rather and then we produced all the IG, and on the oil tankers that is directly taken from the
Boiler.
auxiliary boiler exhaust. So that is the only difference. The rest all the system is same in the inert gas generator.
Yeah. So those who are asking about inert gas generator IGG, basically from boiler we are burning for creating steam, and same gas which is burned, it is less in oxygen. So we use in oil tankers as inert gas, but it's quite impure. So we have a separate IGG generator on chemical tankers, which is very pure IG because cargoes are expensive, so we can afford that. And also the quantity and size of tanks is less, and IGG generator is producing not very big amounts of IGG like that. So less amount pure IG is required for chemical tankers, and we are not using for making steam, but only for this thing. So we have pure air and proper separate fuel for burning more cleaner fuel. So we get more pure IG.
And now I will talk regarding the pumping system. So cargo and ballast pumping system was designed by Framo, and Framo, as you know, is a type of deep well pumping system, and it's a very 16 cargo tanks. So all the cargo tanks were equipped with 500 meter cube per hour capacity Framo pump for each tank, and for slop tanks the capacity was 200 meter cube, and the ballast water pumps they were also Framo designed, and they were of highest capacity pumps on the ship, and they were 750 meter cube per hour.
Can you tell them why they had the slop tank pump capacity was low?
Oh, tank
Just go up. The slop tank is small, no? So pump we
yes,
need small capacity. See, slop tank capacity is 500 cubics, and other tanks are 2000 four times. So that's
yes,
why the thing
capacity
is
is also
low.
less.
And then your portable pump capacity is also low because it's
Yes,
for only for emergency. You cannot have a very big pump because you cannot handle. You have to put it manually. Go down.
yes. And here you can see somebody was asking what was the setting for the PV wall. So here is the PV wall setting. So 2000 mm, and for the that is 2 bar, and minus 350 water gauge. PV valve and PV breaker setting is more, as you can see.
Yeah, PV breaker is always 200 or 300 more on both pressure and vacuum side. So
Yes.
300 here is more 2000 pressure side, like PV wall. So 2300 PV breaker.
Tanker and product tanker is the pump room. So as you can see, the system is Framo. So no special pump room is required, just like oil tankers. Only for the system, that is basically Framo is a hydraulic system. So the hydraulic tank is kept in the engine room, and that can be a separate room also for that, but it is located on the engine room. this pump room.
And even the power pack and all controls are from engine room. You have a
Yes,
separate
all from
framo
engine room.
room sometimes, or you have a part of your engine room.
Yes, and the Framo system was there were total four number of power packs. So power packs means how you pressurize the hydraulic oil in order to discharge, in order to drive the hydraulic motors and discharge your cargo. So there are two power packs of, I think they must have given here. Okay. They were electric power packs, and two were diesel engines directly driven by LSNGO, and they were 400 kilowatts each. So there were total four in number power packs for driving the Framo system. Even all the deck winch and mooring winches are also driven by this hydraulic system only. And for driving the and for Framo system, always one pump, that is one, there are number of jockey pumps installed, so that the hydraulic fluid should always recirculate inside the hydraulic system. So whenever we are not even operating any hydraulics on ship, you have to always ensure that at least one in number jockey pump is always running, to so that no contaminants are entering inside the system. And also you can get to know that from where the pipelines, hydraulic pipelines are leaking, etc. And whenever you want to run any hydraulic winch or any cargo pump, ballast pump, at that time you have to start the power pack and you have to run the other jockey pumps also.
Yeah, jockey pump is basically for circulating the system, hydraulic oil in the system, and for like power packs for giving the hydraulic power to all the winches or your pumps. So either like you're berthing and berthing, that time you are using
Power
power
packs.
pack for winches, and during cargo operations for ballast pumps and your cargo pumps. But
Yes, sir.
we have to manage the load that we will see separately.
Oh, yes, sir. And the types of palm oil, as you can see, last P and O stands for palm oil, and RBDC, then O. These all are different grades of the palm oil, which we take according to our charter. And the somebody was asking some question regarding the heating of the cargo. So the most important thing of the palm oil is the heating. The charter will always give you the temperature of the cargo that should be maintained throughout the voyage, and at what temperature that cargo should be discharged at the terminals. If the temperatures are not maintained, or if the cargo is not recirculated also, the palm oil will solidify. And if the palm oil will solidify at the bottom, as you know that the tanks are of Framo design, so you will be not able to discharge, and that will be a very big problem for the during the discharging. So, and also you have to maintain one more thing, that you don't have to heat this cargo above a specific temperature, otherwise the cargo will get damaged, and the terminals will not accept the damaged cargo. So you don't have to overheat this cargo, palm oil.
Also, if you overheat, the blackish stains of the cargo are contaminated, and it will stain the your coating and heating coils, and also it can stick to the heating coils and that your system in the tanks and all. And
Yes, sir.
mostly we have to do squeezing, manual squeezing, like you are using squeezy at home to remove water. Same like that in the tanks, we have to do squeezing. You get some special money. It's very
Yes, sir.
hard, big tanks, and it's very difficult to remove the cargo at the end, and that's why we get some extra money. It's very hectic, and maintaining the temperature, recirculation, and making keeping the tank liquid, especially in cold area, is very important for this thing, palm oils. And also after loading the cleaning, like you have at home, oily vessels cleaning is little bit difficult, especially we are keeping the chemicals for months sometimes.
Yes, sir.
So for long voyages, cleaning is quite difficult, and we have to do very thorough cleaning with very very hot water and chemicals and soaps and all. So which chemical you were using for cleaning after this, you remember? Maybe degreaser or soap. You have different strong teapols or soap solutions, basically with different names and concentrations and what charters provide. So we
Yes, sir.
circulate them through a octopus, like a different. There is a many connections with different hoses can be connected, and then they pass through the machines and they are collected in the tanks, keep circulating for 1 2 hours as per the requirement, and then clean again with seawater, fresh water, and check if tank is cleaned or not by measuring the wall wash or inspecting the tanks. If required, then we do again recirculation, cleaning, and then steaming or something's different methods are there.
Yes, in cold areas or your tank cleaning in cold areas, because generally we carried this palm oil and every time the tank washing was going on for weeks, and that was also like 24 hours the tech people were working. So this is very hard to clean palm oil.
So we learned mainly three cargoes today. Methanol is the most purest cargo, sulfuric acid is the most dangerous cargo, and palm oil is the most dangerous to clean.
Yes, now mostly I've seen that
Yeah,
it creamy white, and it
creamy
is the
white
most,
and solid oil.
and it is mostly widely used product oil in the world, because most of the products you can see it is used for eating, it is used for fairness products, also various creams they always use palm oil. So this is the one of the most used oil, palm oil,
Yeah, why it is most widely used oil?
because sir, it is also cheap and it is mostly.
Yeah, the first thing is that it's the cheapest, and people need cheap and with less money and all. So we need the cheapest oil. So that's why it's the most used and in most demand. So,
Yes sir.
hmm. So
Now
this
you
is
can see
the
this is
palm fruit.
the fruit of the palm. And this is mostly abundant in the equator areas. So generally, whenever we load in the equator areas like Indonesia, Malaysia, South American countries like Colombia, uh, like those countries, and we generally discharge in the Europe or India or America, in these countries.
Yeah, tropical fruit.
Yes, sir. You're writing clearly, sir.
No problem. You can see from the plants, the fruits are carried by trucks to the manufacturing units, and then from there the oil is taken out in the processing plants, and then again exported by trucks to households, industries, consumers, and some other factories for exporting. Okay,
Of the palm oil. So palm oil is basically a fatty acid, and
fatty oil.
yes, sir, fatty oil. Oil, and here they have given various types of vegetable oil, so out of which palm oil is also constituted of vegetable oil, and you can see the concentration that fatty acids, how much is the percentage, and it has an odor which is very unpleasant, and like during loading you will get like a little bit of means oily smell which you get when we cook at home or we fry something at home. The burning oil smell you can get, that kind of smell is there for the palm oil during loading only. After loading there is no smell at all, and this palm oil is also not flammable, so there is no need of any inert gas to be present in the tanks.
Correct.
Then you can see that the melting point is given here 30 degree, and the specific gravity is 0.90. So in its when it is in the liquid state it will float, but if it solidifies and if by mistake something goes overboard, then it will float because it is now solidified, so it will float. But if, when it is totally liquid, then it will uh,
Heavier.
yeah, then it will be heavier. When it is in the solidification form, then it will float. Okay, and this is really stable palm oil for carriage, but the only thing is you have to maintain the temperature, and
Non-toxic.
yes, it is like a mountain. So you have to break it. You have to hit it, and you have to break it, and then you have to melt it, and then it goes to the pump. So the people who are working inside the tanks, they can't be exposed for a long time, because you here they have given that oily mist 10 milligram per meter cube. This much of the threshold limit is there. So generally what they do, they work for some time. After that, they come on deck, they have some rest, and after some time, they again go inside and then work.
Or
So
you can form teams. And
yes,
also, you, even if it is frozen in the pipelines and all, then with the heating glow torch or steam hoses or something, you have to heat the pipelines and all also.
you can see and prolong contact with the skin, and generally avoid breathing the oil mist whenever. That's why they take breaks and make teams whenever they go for squeezing. And yes, as sir was saying, methods for cleaning up: wash the area with soap and water. And generally they use the hot water, so they heat the water inside the tanks, the inside the heater, and then they spray all the hot water on the walls for better cleaning. And firefighting extinguishing media which we use are the uh, okay, dry chemical foam. So we have a low expansion type foam on our deck. So in case of any fire, we have to use the low expansion type foam system. Okay. And if the first aid measures, in case if anybody in contact with palm oil, if it gets in contact with ice, then you have to flush with plenty of water and eye wash solution for at least 15 minutes. In case of skin, you have to wash with soap and flush with plenty of water. Generally, the your contact will not will only come only when you are either loading or either discharging, and you have to take care because at that time the oil is hot, because you have to maintain the oil at liquid state. So you have to wash that with plenty of water. Okay. And if anybody ingests that, then you have to see the physician. Okay. And also this is a food grade cargo, so if you also by mistake eat it, that is not a big thing, but you have to consult the doctor. And now I will show you this.
Okay.
Okay, so this type of emergency shower is located on both sides, starboard as well as port side manifolds. So you can see here, if anything spills on your body, then you can use this overhead shower, which will be activated by this lever. And if cargo goes into your eyes, then you can use this eye wash, which is placed at this height.
Uh,
This is inside our mess room. This was the third officer's birthday. This is captain. Third
okay.
engineer, this is chief engineer, and this is second engineer.
Okay.
Yes. This is also one of the deck photos.
Mhm.
You can see here uh,
Tank dome and this heating.
this is a firefighting system, and this is a breaker. This deck
Deck
seal.
seal.
This,
Wait, my God.
yes,
And these are your foam monitors, foam guns.
okay. Foam monitor. This is the foam monitor.
Mm.
Foam one. Okay. Yes, sir. These are the mostly photos, and in this picture you can see the manifold also. Yeah.
Manifold connection.
So you can see the Chickson here.
Chickson is getting attached, and you have this crane for lifting gangway and
Yes, sir.
handling the hoses.
Yes, sir. This I want to share all these things.